There is an entire group of people, usually white men, who have to be aware of their existence. You know, if you ask any minority, LGBTQ member or woman.
I have always been aware of my existence, especially if you are around other people that are different than you. You always kind of are aware of your existence because that's just human nature.
How often we're aware of our existence? It's like every day. When I go into a meeting, whenever I'm talking.
Oh my God, it's so hard to be so hot and shit. Like, she's like Asian American. You realize, like, people don't even realize she's Asian American. Like, when she's like, oh my God, because I'm Asian American female. It's like, dude, you don't even look that Asian, so, like, it's not even that bad for you. Imagine, like, a full-on, like, Chinese woman, like, in America. Try being them. You know, you look like a goddamn supermodel. That's why you have all these jobs, probably. I mean, unfortunately, that's how that works. I mean, that's some truth we could talk about.
I have to think of like 3 different ways to say something before I say it, or how they're going to, how they're going to accept this or take this, or they're going to be pissed off. And now you have these men who are expressing these concerns, like, oh, well, I'm not allowed to say this. I can't compliment. I'm like, well, the rest of us have been doing this forever. Like,
actress.
Actually, everybody does this whenever they speak about anything, I think, unless you're a dickhead, right? Like, unless you just don't give a shit, right? If you don't give a shit, you just say shit, right? Pretty much every human being that has, like, some kind of manners or something like that thinks about what they're saying and who they're in front of when they're saying it. I'm sorry, this is just not something new to, like, white men or whatever the fuck Olivia Munn is saying. This is just not new. I'm always thinking about it. Problem is, I don't give a damn. That's the difference. Some people don't give a damn who they're in front of. Those are called real people. Most people are real as fuck, and they'll just be like, I'm going to say whatever I want because that's what I do. But fake people go, oh my God, I'm in front of these people. I better be careful. So you just admitted that you're a fake person usually, Olivia Munn. Okay, sounds good to me. Be fake. You know what I like? I like real people. Doesn't matter, black, Asian, Spanish, or Spanish is a language, but Hispanic, white, whatever they are. Just be real. You know, be real in front of me. I like that. Now, if you got to be fake in front of people, that's because they're fake. So you in turn are being fake. So the whole thing's about talking about fake people.
Olivia Munn stopped by The View on Monday and used her time on the show to speak out about the Me Too movement and about her experience navigating life as an Asian American woman. She also revealed what it's like to negotiate her salary in an industry where the pay disparity.
Asians are like some of the most successful and well-paid people in the entire country. Asian Americans and Asians are at the top percent. Didn't know if you knew that, but they're like the top. They're like destroying. Like Asians are so smart and successful that they won't let them into colleges anymore, and they put other people, other minorities ahead of them. How come Olivia Munn isn't speaking out about the fact that Asian Americans who are brilliant are being denied assistance in college or even getting into colleges because they're Asian and there's some Hispanic and black people we have to let in because, you know, so if Olivia Munn wants to, you know what I mean, talk about some situations that could help Asian Americans, that would be a lot more effective than just being like, oh my God, I have to think about what I say.
Disparity between men and women has gotten a lot of attention in recent months.
When I'm negotiating my contracts, I know that there is somebody in the business affairs for the studio, whoever, and it's usually a man talking to another man, and it's just this tendency to just give it.
It's usually a man talking to another man because mostly men usually work more than women. More women choose to stay at home to take care of kids or choose different jobs than you. Doesn't mean all women do, but some do. So probably why that is. I'm just going to guess. Just a guess. You know, not every woman wants to go out and work and do all that sort of type of stuff. They want, a lot of women like to take care of kids. Some women don't. Some women want to be successful in a career. That's true. But basically there's less women seeking careers than men because a lot of women do grow up wanting to raise a family. That's just natural. So that's probably why you do see more men in business fields and things like that, because it's not 1980 or 1970 anymore where women were just breaking into the workforce the same way. And you know what I mean? It's 2019. We've already done this. You know what I mean? Anyway, I could be biased because I am a man, so I may not know what the hell I'm talking about. But I also don't give a shit about men. compared to women. I don't care. Men, women, everybody's a shithead. And she's proven the point that everybody's a shithead here by grandstanding about nothing and not actually helping Asian Americans with their real problems, like especially the children and the college students.
Give men more money every single time. Is the people at the top who just don't care enough.
It is weird how certain men can make more money in the same position, if you're talking about that, I guess. But I know a lot of women that make more money than men. I mean, all my bosses at my corporate jobs were women. I was making $40,000 a year, and my bosses were women, and they were making $80,000 to $150,000 a year. So, like, I don't know. Like, from my point of view, it was kind of like, I don't know. Seems like they're doing pretty good to me, but maybe that's just me. And multiple other jobs, the same thing. Women were my boss. Women were my boss, making $100,000 a year. I was making $30,000 a year. So, I don't know. This just seems like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Many viewers on Twitter applauded the star for using her appearance on The View as a platform to raise awareness of the movement and the issues many people out there face. Watching Olivia Munn break down male privilege on The View should be a national pastime. Like, some men are really mad they have to think about what or how they say things in the workplace. Welcome to the real world, Joe. We've been doing it, said one. And I commend Olivia Munn for speaking up for Me Too and people of color, though it was difficult to do on The View.
It was difficult.
So
it really
often
was.
folks look to women like her to just be...
How did she go on The View and do this? It was so difficult. I commend her. It's so difficult to go on television and say things. Oh, goodness. Goodness me.
And she showed them she is not in that box and intends to use whatever platform she has for something greater, said another.
Yes.
But others felt Munn was overstepping. OMG, I'm sorry, but watching Olivia Munn is so painful. I hope she gains some more confidence and self-assuredness before she tries to speak out on women's rights again. Her faltering and hesitancy is not assuring to hear at all. I'm sorry, but it makes me angry, wrote one. And Me Too equals man-haters, said another. Munn's passion left little time for her to talk about the real reason she came on the panel, and co-host Joy Behar lightened the mood by pointing it out.
Aww.
Do you want to plug your show?
It's okay.
It's okay. We don't need to make money. We don't need to make money. I'm just here to grandstand and shit. Maybe that's why you're not making as much money as the men, Olivia Munn, because instead of plugging the thing you're there to sell, you're like, I'm proud of blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they're like, come on, plug the shit, you idiot. Plug the shit, you idiot. Get woke, go broke. Olivia Munn fails to plug the thing that makes her money. Instead, virtue signals to everybody like a moron. I'm going to now dub her Olivia Moron. Olivia Moron. She used to manipulate gamers into giving her money. Now she manipulates everybody into a whole bunch of weird shit. My name is Joe, by the way. This is Corrupted Nation. Leave it in the comments down below. By the way, I don't think Me Too movement is man-haters, but I think that it's somewhere in the middle. Me Too movement goes too far, but also Me Too movement makes sense. It's done a lot of good, but it's also gone too far in many cases as well. It's somewhere in the middle. But who am I to have an opinion? Because I'm a white male. So I should just kill myself. I'm going to go kill myself because I'm a white male.